Sometimes the grief and sadness are so heavy, I feel like I'm balancing on the edge of a void so vast it could swallow me whole and not even notice. Past sadnesses will rise up from the void to mingle and dance with the sadness that brought me to this moment again. Then some small, insistent part of me will remember and learn and know that the scope of my pain is only possible because of the depth of my love. And I step back. Hello, magical people. My name is Luminix, and today is October 31st, 2025. It's been 5 years now since I was thrust into a grief spiral so deep and so heavy that there's a part of me that stands in wonder that I survived it. And I just wanted to take a few minutes here to not only honor the memory of Nairi and honor the memory of Auntie Pam for the love that I have for both of these people, but also to talk a little bit about grief, and again from the space of trying to honor this ending to a cycle, which doesn't mean the cycle is over. It's cycles within cycles within cycles. Much of life is like that, but it is an ending, if not the ending to a cycle. And I just wanted to share some thoughts. For me, grief has not been a linear process. It's not like there was this moment of pain and then a predetermined path and ending at a destination where it's no longer painful. It's a lot more chaotic. It's been a lot more messy and mercurial than that, and certainly non-linear and not predictable. It's in some ways stepping back from the experience and witnessing the experience, I can see that there is a real beauty to it in a lot of ways. These past 5 years, and in particular the first 2 or 3 of those years, were really, really intense for me and called into question not only the larger existential things in life and wonderings that grief can inspire, but also kind of the more pragmatic and practical questions that those abstract wonderings lead to, such as, how do I spend my time? Am I building for myself a life that feels worth it? A life that I want to continue to invest in? And particularly when the grief was heaviest, when I would be weighing options in my mind, a lot of times the sort of barometer that I used was, well, is this going to make me want to live more or less than what I feel right now? It was kind of coming from this place of just survival questions, because I was in just so much pain, I almost didn't know what to do with myself. And now looking back, I feel grateful that those questions were asked. There's a lot of things in my life that are different now than 5 years ago, because of this terrible, painful experience. And even on my less than shiny, sparkly days now, I always feel a really deep, deep love and gratitude for my life. Like, truly, even just like doing the most silly, mundane things, I really love my life and my existence. It's not obviously perfect, and especially in 2025 with all of the bullshit going on in the world, it sure as shit has a lot of room for improvement, both personally as well as in the larger societal aspects. But even with that being said, I have gotten to this place where I do feel real deep gratitude and deep love and deep appreciation for this life I get to live. And I look back at other pivotal points in my life and I feel so happy that at some point I took a left turn. At some point I took a different path than the one I seemed destined for. And I guess that's just part of what I wanted to share here. So it's Samhain. It is a it is a time for remembering those who came before us, including the aspects of ourselves that came before, and having love and appreciation and gratitude for those forebears. Grief has inspired me to inspired, challenged me to sit with a lot of uncomfortable feelings. And so there's this aspect of having survived grief has also helped to further and build my own resistance so that when the next grief comes, and it will, because that is life, my friend, I'll be even more able to manage and thrive because of those adversities. I hope some of this made sense, magical people. Be kind and gentle with yourselves. I'll see you soon.